You'll never make that work.
Oh, you haven't created success yet? Making money online is a scam. You're in one of those businesses?
Yep, I heard it all in my business when I first got started. So today I am here to help you move past all of that criticism and judgment that you might be experiencing in your business, even if some of the closest people to you right now are judging you. So stay tuned. Welcome to episode 210. My name is Tanya Aliza, and I help entrepreneurs and network marketers create success fast while most importantly designing a lifestyle that you love. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and make sure you set the bell to get notified when I put out new episodes each and every week. And I also put together a free resource for you each and every week. So make sure you're subscribed and you're notified. Oh yes, and make sure to always check the show notes below that we leave with the episode, because I also include a bunch of additional awesome resources and bonuses that go along with the episode topic that will help you in your business. So something good to know is that anytime you stand out from the crowd and you do something different, or you do something risky, or you do something that people just frankly aren't used to or aware of, there are going to be haters, or maybe not haters, but maybe non-supporters. It's just unknown to them. This has happened to me, and actually it sometimes still happens to me, and it's happened to every single successful entrepreneur or business owner or person on planet Earth that I know. So why don't we just shift our mindset and figure out for ourselves that this is just normal? I personally view it as people are watching me. I've got to give them something good to watch. But it is not that easy. I totally get it. And it can really hurt, right? It can hurt to your absolute core when people criticize or judge you, and it can really make you feel less than. And that is a terrible feeling, especially if this is coming from some of your closest people to you in your life. So how do we rise above this and not let it conquer us, but we conquer it? So I have 5 things that you can do, 5 ways to conquer judgment and criticism when you feel it creep into your world. Now, before I go into these 5 ways, if you tune in each week, you know that I like to equip you with a free resource that goes with the episode that will help you in your business. So this week, since we're talking about learning how to move past judgment or criticism, which is really important to do, by the way, I want to equip you with a free resource where I talk about 10 things that you can immediately implement and start doing to help increase your credibility and influence and authority with the people around you. This is a really powerful resource that I created for you, and I don't want you to miss it. So make sure that you pick it up over on my blog at tanyaaliza.com/210. I'll leave a link for you that goes directly to my blog in the description area of where you're watching this video. And if you're already on my blog, there'll be a big yellow button right below this video where you can request access to my top 10 things that you can start implementing immediately to increase your influence, authority, and credibility with your people. It'll also help you to avoid and repel that dang criticism and judgment that might be coming your way. So let's get into my 5 ways. Number 1, block it out. Immediately erase or block any negativity or any negative people in your world. So if you're experiencing anything negative on social media, any judgment, criticism, doubting, just block. Create a block party, right? Get rid of them, delete them, and then they're gone. Remove them from your energy. Now, I know that this can be difficult if some of your closest people to you who you can't block out of your life are criticizing you or judging you, right? But the people that you can block out, block them out. And I will give you another little tip for the people who are closest to you who maybe you can't erase, delete, or block. So the second way to help with criticism and judgment is to prove them wrong, okay? I love it when people tell me that I can't do something because it motivates the heck out of me to go out there and do it and prove them wrong and give them something good to watch. So the best thing that you can do is to take what they're telling you or the energy that they're giving you and just crush it and prove them wrong. Go out there and get a result. Go out there and create a success story that they are going to eat their words with. Number 3, practice gratitude. Right? Now, if we practice gratitude and we focus on gratitude and being grateful, what happens is we attract more of what we put out, right? So if we're putting out gratitude, we're going to attract more things to be grateful for. I know it's really hard because sometimes when we have one bad apple seed, it can negate all of the maybe 10 people that are sitting there cheering us on, and that one person brings that whole vibrational energy down. I have experienced this myself in my business, and sometimes we have hundreds of amazing client success stories and testimonials, and maybe we have one person that we would never be able to please no matter what we did with that person. We would be, even if we went over to their house and gave them a pedicure and a manicure and massaged them and gave them a facial and took them out for dinner and bought a $100 bottle of wine for them, they still would not be happy. There are people out there that we just cannot please no matter what. So don't let those people negate all of the other goodness going on around you. What we want to do is we want to focus on all of the goodness, because if we focus on all of the goodness, we'll get more goodness. Block out the crap. Number 4, share success stories and testimonials on your social media. So if you've got people judging you or criticizing you for what it is that you're doing, I want you to show them what it is that you're doing, because sometimes they don't even understand what they're judging or what they're criticizing. So for me, I know that I had people looking at me when I decided to go full-time in network marketing and quit my finance job where I was making a very healthy income. And people thought I was crazy, and they judged that, they criticized that. And what I started to do is I actually started to take these people and show them actually what it was that I was leaving to go and do, because they just didn't understand it. And so the best thing that I did was share testimonials and success stories of people using our products that I was repping and I was promoting, people that were having success in the business opportunity. And I would share their stories on my social media so that people could actually understand what it was that I was doing, therefore having judgment come down, because sometimes judgment and criticizing comes from an unknown place. They're just not aware, they're not educated, so they're making up their own assumptions. So we can't let that happen, and the best thing that you can do is share testimonials and success stories on what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're promoting to help with that. Number 5, treat your business like a business, and it will pay you like a business, and people will take you seriously. I remember when I started going full-time in that work from home thing, right? That people would be like, that work from home thing, like that little side thing. I actually decided that I was going to treat it like a business, and then people actually saw me as a business owner versus a hobby enthusiast. So what I was doing is I was showing up consistently. I was planning my social media content. I was doing videos. I was showing up consistently for my business, and I was treating it like a business. I would have time blocks that I would work my business in when I was talking to prospects, and I was putting them through the process. I was very serious with my process and with my business. So my best tip is, if you want people to view you differently in what it is that you're doing, show up like it is a real business that you are running, and it is a serious thing for you and your family. If you just think about any other traditional business out there, nobody is really going to criticize a chiropractor that decides to go on their own and start their own practice, right? It's a kind of a known thing that people are like, oh, that's a respectable business, right? Well, why is that? It's because every facet of that business is treated like a business, from the marketing to the way that they show up to their business hours to how they serve their clientele. That also has to be us when we're working at home and we're working our at-home business. So you treating it like a business and taking it seriously transfers that energy on how people view what it is that you're doing as well. And if you're taking it seriously and they see that, their energy is going to be like, oh, well, this is a real business versus like a hobby that you're working whenever you feel like it. All right, so there are my 5 ways to help you combat judgment or criticism that you might be getting in your business. And if you're getting this, I'm really sorry that you are. It is part of what we do. I always say that dogs do not bark at parked cars, and you don't want to be a parked car. You want to be on the Autobahn, moving, shaking, and creating massive results in the world, in your business. And you can't please absolutely everybody when you're out there moving, shaking, and creating waves. And don't forget, we've got a powerful resource ready for you over on the blog this week that goes with this episode. The 10 things that you can start implementing, 10 things, not 5 things, 10 things that you can start implementing right away into your life and business to have people view you as an influencer of credible authority. So this is a really cool thing to actually implement so people view you differently, and it will help you amplify your authority and credibility with the people around you, which is something as a business owner you definitely want to learn how to do anyways. That is ready for you over on the blog at tanyaaliza.com/210. Question of the week. Do you have a judgment to prove them wrong success story? I want to hear about it in the comment section below. Share your experience if you've had somebody judge you or criticize you and how you have proved them wrong in your business. Share. I would love to hear your story. So, did you get some value out of today's episode? I truly hope that you did. If you did, and you know of anybody else that would find this information and training session valuable or useful, make sure to share it with them. If you have any Facebook groups or groups at all that you want to share this in, share it. I'd be grateful that you did. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and I'll see you next week on Tanya Aliza TV.